Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Saturday. Hope you guys have a good day planned. I have a light workload. I'm going to go to the gym, maybe go for a ride, maybe go to a little art show. Of course, I got some errands and productive things to do, but I'm looking forward to today. Hope you guys are looking forward to your day. Be the best version of yourself. Try to kill every day. Let's talk about dumbing ourselves down. Do you guys ever do that before? Dumb people don't do it. You don't know how to. You're trying to pretend to be smart. Smart people dumb themselves down. And smart people do this in order to get friends, to be accepted, to be liked. Because it's hard being smart. It is. It's hard knowing more than other people. Because when any topic comes up, you know about it. You've studied it. You've read about it. You've been there. You've done that. You've had some sort of experience with it. Whereas everybody else is sitting there just like, well, I don't know. I wonder. Let's Google it. What does Google say? And you're like, man, I studied that shit for 10 years. I know all about it. I've been around the world studying that shit. And they're just like, let's find what Google says. Google says this. Being smart's hard. Everybody else sitting there playing video games, going into their fucking catatonic zombie-like state, and what you're doing is reading, studying on YouTube, taking notes, listening to talks while you're working out. You're absorbing info. You're competing with AI. AI is out there trying to be the smartest motherfucker on the planet. Oh no, you're in there every day studying too. These robots don't got shit on you. And if you're like that, if you're one of these types where you're intelligent and you're inquisitive and you're curious people who ask a lot of questions and wonder about stuff, that's a sign of very high intelligence. And if you're like that, you may have dumbed yourself down, held yourself back, just so you can get along. Because you know, it may turn people off if you know too much, if you have all the answers. It may make you seem like you're a know-it-all, and maybe you are. Some people know a lot. Go watch these trivia shows. There's some of these guys that they know everything. And you may be really gifted. And just because you want friends, you want love from your family, you want to be accepted by a group. Maybe it's at work, maybe it's at your church, maybe it's at the gym with your buddies, who knows where. But a lot of highly intelligent people will find themselves doing this, holding their tongue, not offering up the answer when they know it. Everybody could be sitting there confused, a bunch of dumb monkeys sitting there, what's 1 + 1? Walking into walls, and you're just sitting there like, man, I got the answer. But you don't say nothing because you want to have friends, because you know what happens. As soon as you start revealing your knowledge, people get turned off. Sky thinks he knows it all. I have a buddy of mine, Tony. I love Tony. Tony really is a genius when it comes to certain topics, about everything. But when it comes to motorcycles, Tony knows his shit. And I dare anyone out there, I dare any of you out there to challenge Tony to a conversation about mechanics or history of motorcycles, history of Harley Davidson, these types of things. Tony knows about bikes. He knows. And I hang out with bikers, and when bikes, say if we're talking about bikes, we can talk about bikes for hours. Tony knows. And some people I've watched socially, they get turned off by Tony. I've even had people tell me behind Tony's back, and I'm sorry if you're watching Tony, you hear this for the first time. Some people have said that, Tony's a know-it-all. I don't like him. He acts like he knows everything. Motherfucker, he does know that shit. What the hell's wrong with you? He does know it. I'm vouching for him. He knows it. So bottom line with this bullshit, let's just skip to the chase. Stop dumbing yourself down in order to have friends. Stop dumbing yourself down for society. Stop dumbing yourself down for everyone. If you steamroll over people, if you steamroll over idiots with your knowledge, with how awesome you are, so what? Steamroll over them. Flatten them. Flatten those motherfuckers. Who cares what they fucking think? Who cares what sheep think about lions? They're a different kind of fucking person than you. Don't be concerned with less evolved fools. If you come across arrogant to an insecure beta bitch, so what? So what? So what? A lion doesn't care about the opinions of sheep, right? You've seen that on the internet. It's true. And you may be a lion. And you might be desperate for friends. See, this is how it works with lions. A lion creates a community. I've been to Africa, and I spent 6 weeks, almost 2 months, on safari in Tanzania, as the locals say it. We were in the Serengeti, we were in the Tarangire, we were in the Ngorongoro crater. This was many years ago, back in the 80s. We saw a lion, a lonely lion, without a pride, without his pack. When lions get to be, a juvenile lion grows up, they get to be so big, they have to be kicked out of the group. They have to be kicked out. He has to go on his own. He wants to go on his own. He'll literally wake up one day, look at his tribe, look at his little pride of lions he's hanging out with, mom, dad, sister, or whatever, all the different people in the different lions in the group, and he'll look at them all and just be like, fuck all you motherfuckers. And then just take off, and you never see him again. He's gone. He left. He's not coming back. And he goes out on his own, by himself. And he hunts, and he establishes his own pride, his own group. He doesn't join a group. He creates a group, because he's the king. He does what he wants, he kills what he wants, he acts how he wants, he finds whatever tree he wants to and sleeps under it. The lion is the king. And the young, juvenile, dominant lion, and some of them are so big. We saw one that was on his own, and he had left his pride, and he was so big. He was lying across the road. We drove our Jeep. He took up the whole road. We watched him hunt, we followed him, and he took down a Cape buffalo. A Cape buffalo is huge, big buffalo, huge. He took it down by himself, leapt off of a little hill into a gully on top of this thing and just asphyxiated it, put its mouth around its neck, and it just killed it easy. This lion was so dominant, so massive. And I kind of wondered, well, why doesn't he have a group? Because lions hang out in groups. They're social creatures. A lion needs a pride. But it was said to me that he's not looking for a group. He's not looking to join a group. Other lions will join him. He's not going to go and beg some woman to let him fuck her and sleep next to her and cuddle with her. He's going to go and take a woman and fuck her and impregnate her. Now, we can't do that, you know. We're not lions like that. Maybe caveman days, you knock a chick over her head, right? I've seen the cartoons, drag her off. But this is a mentality. To stop begging for others to like us. Stop begging for others to accept us. Stop begging for others to allow us to join their groups. Remember, you're the dominant lion. You're a killer. You think faster. You have a faster reaction time. When people talk, you've already got there, man. Some of you know, some of you don't understand what I'm talking about. When you're highly intelligent, you can jump to the end of the conversation pretty quickly. And it's torture, because then you have to sit there and listen to somebody explain what you already know. You've already got there. I get it. Like you want to finish their sentence for them. Hurry them up. Come on. I get it. Just get to it. You dumb motherfuckers don't know. You just sit there listening to people like, whoa, wow, because you don't know what's going on. So I'm just taking a long walk around the block, rambling about this stuff, but bottom line is be the most raw, hardcore, intelligent, vicious, smartest, quickest, most warrior version of yourself you can be all the time, every single day, no matter what. No matter what. Food for thought.